Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to your terrific Tuesday, April the 14th, 2026 Turning Point, episode 967. Excuse me, I was lost my train of thought there just for a quick second. But hope everyone had a wonderful, terrific Tuesday, and looking forward to a great Turning Point devotion. Today we're gonna be doing God with Us, beginning with Matthew 123. Recommended reading is Hebrews 13:5 and 6. Our turning point is from John Owen, and our scripture for today is 1 Kings 13 through 15. So if you're excited, let's get going. Birthdays, anniversaries, and prayer requests down below. You know the deal. Um, you know how to do that part of the thing. That's why I say you know the deal. You know how to do that. If you're new here, subscribe. If you're new, turn on notifications. Um, I'll say that every now and then. But remember birthday in 4 days, and you have till Friday to hopefully get my channel to where I want it. So I appreciate the other day. I don't know what. I think it was one of the part two videos. Um, Friday, last Friday's part two video did a major turnaround and got a bunch of views. I mean, a bunch. Over 200 views the last time I saw it. Might be more by now, but 200 views. And that was in what, 24? Yeah, because I was doing I was uploading the Saturday Sunday. Wait a minute. No. This is last week. That was yeah, last week. The Friday. It had gotten many views in such a short amount of time, and I was like, wow. It got probably 20 or 30 in just in 24 hours. Because I remember I don't remember what I'm looking at over last weekend, but I think it was just this past weekend when I was doing loading on it. Whoa. And it was over 200 views when I was looking at it. So it's probably gone up a little further by now, but every now and then one of my videos does that. It has a multiple. I had one a month or so back, had between 3 and 350 on it. I thought, whoa, what in the world? So, but hope everyone's had a wonderful Tuesday and looking forward to what this passage is gonna have for us. So don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy the video. So, so God with us. Matthew 123. Behold, the virgin shall be with child and bear a son, and he shall call his name Emmanuel, which is translated God with us. Now I have a question. Somebody knows the answer, the difference. It's not mirror a question. Or what's the difference between some passages saying that phrase, calling his name Emmanuel, God with us? One passage will have Emmanuel spelt with an I, and another one has it with an E. Now, is that the same word, or is it just the translations has it like that? Let me know what the difference between the I Emmanuel and the E Emmanuel. It's the same thing. I mean, it's the same passage and all, but one verse has it Emmanuel with the I, and another one or another part. I think it's somewhere in the Gospels where they say or there's another verse that says that line, and it's spelled with the E. So what's the difference? Let me know in the comments below. It if you know it. If you don't fret on it. I just always wondered. Sometimes I read it, it's got the I, and sometimes I read it, it's got the E. What's the difference? So, but let me read this first section, and then I'll read the two verses for the recommended reading. Let me go ahead and get that up. It's gonna get reset. Watch. Yep, I knew it. Come up on my. It came up and rebooted. Okay. So have it set ready to go. So let's get through with the first section. We have the allegorical Allegorical poem Footprints in the Sand is well known. The narrator describes a dream of walking along a beach with Jesus reflecting the scenes from his life. During particularly troubling memories, their two sets of footprints were reduced to one. The narrator wondered why Jesus abandoned him during life's difficult moments. But Jesus explained that during those troubling times, the single set of footprints reveals that he was carrying the narrator through those hard times. I've heard that one. You start seeing two sets of footprints, and then all of a sudden, there's only one set. And that one set is Jesus. Jesus picks up the other person that was walking with him and carrying him. The fictional poem represents a biblical truth. God is always with us, even during hard times when we might doubt his presence. So let's read that recommended reading for today, Hebrews 13:5 and 6, which says, Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee, so that we may boldly say, The Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. So when the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, he said that Mary would give birth to a son who would fulfill the prophecy of Isaiah 7:14 and be called Emmanuel, Hebrew for God with us. Um, when we are walking through life's challenging moments, we can rely on that promise that Jesus, Emmanuel, is with us. And they're using all the ones with the I. Like I said, what's the difference? With sometimes I read a verse like with that phrase, and it's Emmanuel, and then these here are I Manuel. So that's just a bewilderment moment that I've always wondered why this the same way of saying it, but it's spelt different. What's the difference? So, though we can't see Jesus physically, we believe he is there as we walk by faith, not by sight. We have to have that faith. And like a fellow YouTuber that I watch a young couple that's out of Orlando. They have a channel where they play. Well, they have several channels where they go and play these the arcade these game rooms, arcades, and do claw machines. They do coin pushers. They do ticket ticket redemption machines and stuff like that. Gym pushers and all the different little machines like that. Then they have a channel. They do um slot machines. They started doing that one. They got their own channel where they do nothing but Pokemon because they're big on Pokemon. So they started a main channel just doing nothing but Pokemon stuff, and they have their vlog channels where they go to they go to fairs and carnivals and stuff like that. They go traveling around places, and they film travel blogs and stuff like that. Put it on there on those channels. The girl has her own channel where she does all kind of things, but she always or they both say it. You got to have the faith, the faith, the faith. So I just remember that. And the most of the channels are called Plus Time Wins. There's Plus Time Extra, Plus Time Vlogs, and then you got Angel and Chris. That's their names. Angel is the guy, and Chris is the girl. Her name is Crystal, but they shortened it down to CRIS Chris. Angel and Chris the blog, and then she has Cute Cuddly Chris channel, and then they have the Pokey Rips. They've been mostly doing opening Pokemon cards, but they also do other things Pokemon on her too. So most of the time they're in the doing the buying Pokemon card packs and opening them up and seeing what they get. And I don't get that trading the card bit, but it's just fun. Just fun entertainment. Because they're having fun and you have fun watching them have fun. So, and you learn and some things you learn a lot about this stuff that you don't have any interest in, but you learn about it. In which I do watch the storage video that I watch Treasure Hunting with Jeebus. He has a channel devoted nothing but Dragon Ball. He is he is a die-hard Dragon Ball, and he has a whole room of nothing but Dragon Ball stuff. But I'm not into that. But I do love watching it and hearing him explain the differences in the characters and the stuff, and it's like I just learn stuff. But I wouldn't myself get involved in something like that. Even though I do buy diecast, the NASCAR stuff, and had that stuff, and I'd get involved in buying little diecast Volkswagens. Crazy about that, but and Hot Wheels. I do buy a Hot Wheel every now and then if it's a new one, but most of the time, if I can find a Volkswagen Beetle or anything Volkswagen, I was on a binge where I'd buy I got a lot of diecasts that are Fords, nothing but Ford, because of being in NASCAR. My favorite driver's team was under Ford at one time, or I don't know whether they're still since they disbanded, if the other part of the team is still the same, or did they go to another manufacturer? I don't remember, but At that time, it was Ford, and I got a Ford Escape vehicle. So I was like, I was doing everything Ford because I was trying to support the manufacturer because of NASCAR. So, but everybody has their own thing, their own collecting, and there's a lot of things out there to collect. So, but sorry for getting off the subject of this, but our turning point today will be down below for you to reference to from John Owen, along with our scripture, 1 Kings 13 to 15. He says, God works in us and with us, not against us or without us. Straight to the point. Well, I love that. So, coming up tomorrow, first off at uh yeah, first off at 7 for your Glorious Hump Day Wednesday, April the 15th, 2026. Episode 1560, Part 1 will be in another God series video, number 103, with the Trumpet of God from Exodus 19:19 from Henry M. Morris. And then at 1 o'clock, Part 2 of our 1560, our daily bread passage, Agents of a Higher King, from Mike Whitmer, derived from Philippians 3:4 through 11. Verse 20, we'll have to add verse 20 to that too. But verse 20 will be our key passage. And then our Bible reading tomorrow is 1 Samuel 27 through 29. And then the first part of Luke 13, 1 through 22. And then coming up tomorrow night at 7 is our Turning Point, episode 968, for your Wednesday Turning Point. And we'll learn how to be always protected. Exodus 13:17, our beginning passage. Our recommended reading will be Psalm 91, 1 through 8. Our turning point will be from John Blanchard, and our scripture is 1 Kings 16 through 18. So stay tuned for that. I'll get to those in just a few minutes, but you'll see those tomorrow at 7, 1, and 7. So, with that said, I love you, appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If God wakes you up tomorrow, give him all the glory, like I've been saying. You know how I've been saying it. Keep on keeping on and trusting God, and he'll keep you safe in all you say and do, and he'll see you through it. God bless everyone. God bless America in 2026 and beyond. And until tomorrow, peace out, everybody. So long. Have a great rest of your terrific Tuesday evening, and come back tomorrow for another glorious Hump Day Wednesday and see what we have in store for us tomorrow. So everyone had a wonderful Tuesday, and looking forward to another Hump Day Wednesday tomorrow. So have a great evening, everybody, and I'll see you back here tomorrow at 7 a.m. So until then, have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye. Have a great evening, everyone. See you tomorrow.